What's up? Welcome to, I think it's April 15th, 16th. That's right. It's the 16th. You gotta remember that. What's up, though? Nothing. No, actually some shitty stuff went down. My dad's truck exploded, essentially. No, he got into an accident. He's good and everything, but the truck was completely totaled, so. Ford. The Ford, man. You were a good truck for 8 years, I think. It's a little sad to see, but at least he's good, right? Alright. So that sucks balls. We're trying to track down a new car now and everything, and we'll do it. We'll get a new one. We've actually found a car that looks pretty promising. It's a, I can't remember, but, it should at least be a good, suitable substitute until we get, like, a nice car. So, we're all chipping in to get one of those. Not bad. We'll get there. Till then, just gotta kick ass, right? I think so. I think that's a good way of looking at it, honestly. If you think about it, you see. If you think about it. As long as we're good, we're good. Alright, but, yeah, I just finished, One Piece Movie Z. Or is that what it's called? I think it's One Piece, yeah, I think it's Film Z, that's it. That's the 12th One Piece movie. It's out with, I don't want to say they were horrible subs, but they were pretty bad. A lot of things were either misspelled or just not translated. There was a couple parts where, like, they'd be talking, but there'd be no subtitles on the screen. And it's a problem because I don't speak Japanese, so. I mean, I can't beat it up too badly. Plus, you get the gist of what's happening. It's not like we're missing out horrible story elements or anything like that, but it kind of sucked that the guy who subbed it, I think his name was Broken Silence, he says it a couple times in the movie, so I figured he likes his ego a little much. So, One Piece Film Z, was it good? Yeah, it was. In a nutshell, it was pretty fucking good. If you compared this to Naruto movies, there's something about One Piece where it kicks so much more ass than Naruto. You know, One Piece, you have that group. You know, you've got Luffy and Zoro and Sanji leading the charge, and then you've got just everybody supporting them, and they always do this moment where, the thing in anime movies, the cliche in every fucking anime movie that you'll ever watch, the good guys never win at first. They always get their ass beat, come back later on. They usually have a sulking period in the movie somewhere around, like, 60% way through, between 40 and 70% through usually. It's kind of like them like regrouping and like just defeated basically. They get them getting new determination, and then they go and fuck up the bad guys. That's usually how anime movies work. But with One Piece, they do it with so much style. Like, you know when Luffy is like, he's quiet and he's he puts his hat on. He's just like quietly walking in that direction. You know shit is about to get down, and they do it perfectly, I think. So that doesn't have anything to do with the plot, but it's a really good movie. All right, so I guess I can give you like a little what the fuck's going on with One Piece, man. I mean, a lot of people don't watch One Piece. At least a lot of people I know haven't watched it since it was on Toonami. Which, if you haven't heard, it's coming back to Toonami in May. I think May. Yeah. Which is pretty cool. And what's cool is they're not starting at the beginning. They're actually skipping to like episode 100 something or 200 something. It's right around the point where the anime goes to the HD. Like, yeah, it must be around 200. No, late hundreds maybe. Yeah. But yeah, One Piece Film Z. What is it about, you ask? Well, you see, I'll tell you what it's about. It's about One Piece. Nah. It's basically typical One Piece fashion. The group's partying, you know, Straw Hat's hanging out, having a party. They find a man out in the sea. They save his life. Chopper heals him up and all that nonsense. He ends up waking up and he's like, "Thank you," and then they get into like a little discussion. Oh, you guys are pirates. That's interesting because I killed pirates. What? So basically, we're introduced to Zeto. But they always say Master Z in all of the subtitles, but Zeto is what he goes by, and basically he kicks the shit out of the Straw Hats. He had a Vivery card on him, so his crew gets back to here, and this is all kind of little ways in the movie, but basically he got separated from his group. His group comes back to get him. He kicks the Straw Hat's ass. He goes off to do his own thing for a little bit. The Straw Hats go to an island trying to find him. They end up finding him. They end up figuring out what Zet's plan is and everything, and pretty much Luffy has a reason to fight him. Basically, Zet takes his Straw Hat, and he's going to destroy it when his plan comes into motion. And I don't want to spoil anything, but that's one of his plans. Is he's going to basically crush Luffy by destroying his dream or whatever. And he's got. They kind of hyped up his. They did a filler arc in the anime where it was. I think they were called the Neo Navy in the anime, but in the subs they're called the New Navy. But basically, the Neo Navy's goal is to exterminate all pirates, right? Alright. In the anime, though, they made it seem like he had like this huge, massive army of Marines, ex-Marines, that are just there to like kill pirates. You thought these guys were gonna be badass. They weren't really. There was 3 good guys in the army. Like there was Zet, his 2 subordinates, Ein and something. I know with Kins or Zins or Beans. I think that was it. I think it might have been it. But basically, one was they're basically Zoro and Sanji's opponents. They showed in the intro, and you know they're going to be. One uses melee daggers, I think, and then the other one uses he's a ninja, I think. He uses like plant bending. He had like the plant bending fruit. But that's really side details. The fight. This movie didn't really have that much epic fighting. These movies generally highlight the Straw Hats versus massive amounts of on-screen enemies. Usually when it comes down to the one-on-one fights, they don't pull them off very well. Although I will say, holy shit, the Kizaru versus Zeto fight in the beginning was amazing. Really good shit. But I don't know. I don't want to spoil too much, but I kind of feel like at the end we don't really get it just kind of ends. It doesn't really explain where the Straw Hats went or anybody. Obviously they retreated, but I don't know. It goes on a bang though. This movie does go on a bang, and they really do make Zet a really cool character. I mean, they're missing a couple details. I think we figure out why he's so like anti-pirate, anti-marine. But I feel like they were missing a couple details. Like they say because he has basically his arm is missing. It got cut off by a devil fruit user, so he has this giant mechanical arm built by most likely Vegapunk, and they don't really say who did that. Obviously, if it's because at this point he's an admiral, a vice admiral, very strong marine. He gets his arm cut off and all of his subordinates murdered in front of him, but they don't say who did it. Like, I don't know, because they even question it at one point. He's like, someone was able to cut his arm off, and he's like, yeah. Who did it though? I don't know. And he knows Shanks, so I was thinking maybe Shanks did it. Shanks or Roger, but they don't say. I don't know. But best scene of the movie, I'm going with the Luffy versus Zet fight at the end, man. It was just really good fight. They're both on their last leg. They're both drained physically, and they're just throwing slow punches. And did Luffy nut punch him in that one part? I don't know if he did. I honestly don't know. It looked like he nut punched him, to be honest, and that was a little bit of a low blow, dude. But it was a good movie. It really was. I think it was like almost 2 hours. No, it was like, yeah, it was almost 2 hours. Really good movie. Definitely go watch it. One of the betters, I would say. The first couple movies were honestly not that great, but the last like 5 movies have been really good. If you haven't watched One Piece, obviously go watch One Piece. It's always good shit. And yeah, keep on frazzling, baby. Hello.